Hey, hey, hey.
What's up? What's up?
Monday,
What's up?
Monday.
What's up? How's everybody doing? What's
Jacob
up,
McGee
Mr.
saying,
McGee?
hey, hey.
Look at there, first in, man. Good to see you, brother. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you.
Mr. Tech jumping in the show.
What's up, Tech? Good to see you, brother, man. Good to see you. Happy Fun Day Monday. Hello,
Mrs.
Miss Miranda.
Miranda,
Good to see you, girl.
always with us.
Always
Sweet
chiming
Pea
in. What's
here.
up, Sweet Pea?
Yeah, we got quite a few fine folks jumping on, man.
It's good stuff, man. Everybody's chomping at the bit like we are, man. We got a exciting show tonight. Kind of last minute change of Rooski. Sometimes, things happen. You try to do oh hey, what's up?
Hi, Kyle Waller. I haven't seen you in a long time.
Yeah, good to see you. Yeah, I heard he may have been around the Columbus area. Look at that. Look at those guys. Look at those guys.
Work brought us close together today, like within 3 minutes of each other. So he stopped by and hung out for a little bit.
That's outstanding. He hit you up and yeah. Shit.
He said, as soon as he pulled in, he said, "Boy, you're dirty." Yeah. Nature of the beast.
Yeah, I mean, hey, thanks for giving me a shout there, Kyle, because I'm like fucking 7 minutes away from Red where he works. We could have met up as well. No, I was knee deep in just work stuff all day long. I've been struggling to get away, but no, that's cool as hell.
He actually did mention, he's like, I should have stuck Stash. I was like, fuck that guy.
You don't want to talk to that guy. He ain't got time for that kind of business, right? Yeah. No, that's cool. That's cool. He was in town to stop by and say, hey. You do not, Miranda. You're on here every week, and we appreciate you so much. Thank you.
Absolutely. What a great individual.
Yeah, we always have a good group of usual suspects, and Miranda, you are definitely at the top of the list. You're probably like the most watched episodes most watched.
We're gonna have to get a #1 viewer badge for like number 40 or something. Go back and
that'd be cool. I don't know how we do that, but that'd be pretty sweet. Yeah. So what's up, man? How you doing? What's up? Oh, what's up, Yukon? Good to see you, brother. Thanks for tuning in.
Not much, man. Coming off a pretty awesome weekend, so feeling good. Had a great weekend.
Right on. What else did you get into?
Hell, I'll dive into it. We had a little reenactment this weekend. It was more of a living history. There wasn't a battle or anything. A sorority does a candlelight tour of the historic village. And we set up and do educational demonstrations and camp that weekend, like, 1860s. So, I mean, it was pretty cool. That was me and Miss Meg's sleeping quarters back there in the corner. We've just done a half shelter this weekend and got to enjoy the evening breeze and the stars. And
hell yeah. Man, I love this picture. Y'all, man. It's just, I don't know what it is. Y'all look so happy.
We got, man, that literally is our happy spot. Spring Mill State Park is our happy spot. We got engaged there. That was actually 2 years ago on that same weekend that we got engaged there. So it's kind of cool just to be able to relax and hang out. And it's funny because we still have people come to this candlelight tour every year. They're like, "You're the people who got engaged and married here." We're like, "Yep, that's us." And they start looking out their phone and showing us pictures. It's such a cool thing, man.
That's fantastic. And first off, let me just say happy engage-anniversary or whatever the right.
Seems like the right word.
Yeah.
But no, we basically set up, live like, we would have back in the 1860s, 1865 time period, and got to hang out and do some great demonstration. Done a little cooking.
Yeah, look at that. That looks freaking delicious, by the way.
Man, I absolutely love cooking on an open fire. It's like one of the favorite things about reenacting and camping. Like when we went to the Bearded family reunion, like it was open fire cooking all day.
Hell yeah, man! There's nothing like it, especially when you got the tools to make it work. What's up, Miss Jen? Good to see you, girl.
Yeah, so that's what we got into, man. We had a good, relaxing weekend and got to hang out with some folks we hadn't seen in many, many moons. And weather held out, beautiful in the evening. Saturday got a little hot during the afternoon, but it was a brief heat wave, and we made it through. So.
Well, at least you didn't have to worry about no lack of breeze in your tent situation, right? I mean, you was kind of open.
I love setting up that way personally because it sets up really fast. And when you're laying, you can see, the sky and stars and all that. And you get that breeze going through, and you get Miss Natalie Johnson showing up on the show. And you get,
Miss Natalie.
but yeah, no, that's my favorite. Unless it's really cold, and then I'm just like, all right, I need a shelter to hold in heat. So I sleep. I'm a side sleeper. And we had like this pile of wool blankets to keep us warm, and we were tucked in like bugs in a rug. So I have one arm I keep out, and this one arm is just ate up with bug bites. The rest of my body is fine, but the one arm I had outside the blankets.
Well, it's better than the chiggers you got a couple months ago when, I can't remember where y'all were at.
Yeah, that was not a good situation.
So I guess better at one arm than the full body of chigger bites, right?
Definitely. So what'd you get into this weekend, man?
What do you call that? Recreational hazards.
Yeah, recreational hazard.
Hell yeah, man! I tell you what, it's been a crazy few weeks, but I had a good weekend. It was a great weekend. My son, if you watch the show, my son's a tattoo artist. And he had a convention down in Nashville, Tennessee, and it was a birthday weekend. So I don't know, a few weeks ago, a month or so ago, decided to get an Airbnb. Had my daughter bring a +1 and my son, and it just it was a good weekend. We went down to Nashville, hung out for the full weekend. I mean, here I got a couple of pictures here. Here's at the convention, him at his booth, my son there, and yeah, we got a badass Airbnb. I didn't know what to expect, but we had a little rooftop patio terrace kind of deal, man.
Rooftop patio is so sweet.
It was amazing. One of the bedrooms, it was certainly country themed, right? You got a little portrait of Dolly Parton in the backdrop, and of course, my daughter, who shares the same birthday as Dolly Parton, was like, "I'm in the Dolly Parton room." So, but yeah, we celebrated his birthday up on the rooftop terrace there, and had some cake and just hung out and, just enjoying good times. Got to pop downtown a couple days.
Oh, like to play on Broadway.
Yeah. That's where I picked up a hat. Thank you, Kyle Waller, for noticing. Got a hat. Spent a couple hours. I've been looking for a hat for a hot minute, man. One that kind of suits me a little bit, but I don't know. I'm digging it. Looks a couple hours for a hat, and then looked a little while longer for some feathers to stick in it, because you got to have a feather in your cap, right?
Got a feather in your hat, man.
But yeah, I got to pop downstairs or downstairs downtown. There's the Ryman Auditorium. I mean, if you've never heard of the Ryman, I mean, holy shit! But so that was pretty cool. Checking out, and I've never been to Nashville downtown and hung out so. Just it was pretty cool, man.
It's crazy.
Look at there, and I've been wanting a new pair of boots for a minute as well, and I finally was able to fulfill that desire. So.
Damn, bro, you're gonna be able to boot, scoot, and boogie now.
Yeah, right. And check out that shirt, right?
The mustache.
But I came across this and was like, look at that. My dude's got his name on a freaking building. Oh, red right there, right? Look at that. No, it was cool.
Last time I went, I fought such a line to get in that place.
Dude, there were lines everywhere. I mean, it was a massive amount of people. What's up, Mr. Baker? Appreciate you joining. We went back down, stick a feather in my hat, call me macaroni. That's right, Yankee Doodle. Good to see you, Chicken Wing.
Mr.
What's up, Mr. Jacobs? Good to see you, brother. And I think, hey, speaking of Nathan Jacobs, I think he would appreciate this. I met a couple firefighters on the streets downtown, and I saw they both were rocking a mustache, and I'm like, gentlemen, we got to get a picture. They're like, sounds good, boss. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Yeah. So
that's awesome.
We went down, hung out downtown. No, it's good times, man. Went and did some traveling, walking around. My daughter and her friend are not 21, so we couldn't really go in many places, but it was good to experience it. And yeah, it's good times. And we got to wrap it up. I was looking at the Airbnb a couple days before and was like, holy shit, Hattie B's Hot Chicken is like just up the road, and that's like a culinary freaking wonderment. So it's like, we're definitely going. So got to pop into to Hattie B's before we left on Sunday, because I don't know if you've ever been, but sweet baby Jesus, that is one of the most busiest places I've ever seen trying to get in. But
yeah, it's
dude,
a madhouse.
delicious. Yeah, and I can't wait to go back. And yeah, I actually bought extra waffles to bring back and eat later because of
So damn good.
yeah, no man. So it was a great weekend. It was a great weekend. Got to spend time with my kiddos, and yeah, it's just
That's always a good time, man. Always a good time.
yeah. After a couple of weeks of just shit shows, craziness. So hell yeah, turkey feathers, right on. I was looking at a oh shit, I lost my train of thought. Anyway,
Turkey will be on here in a little bit. You can ask him about his feathers if you want.
I lost you for I think my internet just took a snafu for a second. What'd you say, Bob?
I said, Chicken Wing said he needs turkey feathers for his next straw hat. I said, we'll have Turkey on here in a little bit. You can ask him about his feathers then.
There you go. You asked Mr. Turkey about turkey feathers. Yeah. So let's do that. I know our first guest is kind of on a time crunch. We want to make sure we can get him on and plug his upcoming comp. So let's do that. Let's pull on Mr. Kevin Awkward Turkey.
What's up, buddy?
Howdy,
What's up, brother man? How we doing tonight, sir?
I'm sitting at work. so good. Just wanted to come out and duck out and all for a little bit. Appreciate y'all having me on.
Your audio is real choppy, Turkey.
Yep, it's just breaking up just a little bit. I wasn't sure if it was me or.
All right, let me see what I can do. Hold here.
No, you're good. You're.
In the settings.
There we go. Hey, we can see your face now a little better too.
Hold on now. How's that?
So far, it sounds pretty good.
Hold on. All right. Hopefully that'll work better.
When you held it closer, that beard was acting like an antenna, bro.
So glad you could pop on, Mr. Turkey.
Hang on a minute. I appreciate it, guys. Can everybody hear me now? Or am I still happy?
It's a little choppy, bub.
My audio still choppy. All right, let me.
Hey, when all else fails, exit and come back. Right? It's like your typical my computer's not working. You call IT and have you tried to reset, reboot, all that kind of good stuff, right?
Plug it back in.
Wizard? Look at that. Good to see you, Mr. Wiseman.
I have a cat that thinks it needs to be loved on right now, like right in the middle of the show.
No, he's back. You got it or you want me to hit it?
I got it.
All right. I'll let you hit the buttons.
What's up, buddy?
What's up, man?
So I think what it is it's trying to connect to my damn car, and I can make it quit.
I tell you what, that whole Bluetooth to the car is a blessing and a curse.
Hey, so while he's working out some technical difficulties,
yeah, let's pull up
yeah. So what Kevin and the Bearded Centers of North Georgia have going on is a little online beard mustache competition on Friday the 13th.
How cool is that? Friday the 13th in October. I mean, that's if you're a Halloween junkie like I don't know, 90% of my family are. That's big news right there.
Yes. So looking forward to this one. They $10 entry fee. I think you can turn your photos in beforehand in case you're busy that day or whatever. Let's see. I got a category list here.
Here, I'll pull Kevin back on. He just popped back in. We'll pull him on too. Hopefully, maybe.
Okay. If this don't work, I don't know. Hopefully, y'all can hear me now.
Bingo. Bingo,
right.
brother. That's solid.
Okay.
So,
So
yeah,
you're-
we just yeah. Oh, go ahead, Ron.
Just stole a little of your thunder, but
Got a lot to go around.
so anyway, talking about the Bearded Centers in North Georgia, right?
Yes, sir.
And you got an event coming up, right?
Yes, sir. It's our Halloween Fall Brawl and Beard and Mustache Competition online, October 13th at 8 p.m., being hosted right here on Bearded Business.
On Bearded Family Network.
On Bearded Family Network.
Hell
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
That's outstanding. What kind of categories you got here? I'm gonna go ahead and pull up this flyer here, but I'll let you speak to him a little bit while we see him.
So we've got 2 full beard, one of them being under 6 inches, one over 6 inches. We've got partial mustache, freestyle, whiskerina, and kids creative. For sake of ease, we did whiskerina, which can be either creative or, realistic under one category, and kids just whatever they feel like doing.
I love the kids categories.
Yes, I agree. Kids categories in the Whiskerinas are by far my favorite.
They are some of the most entertaining for sure.
Absolutely.
See, Jen's got it figured out. It's online. You can do realistic and creative.
Exactly. It's $10 entry fee. Why wouldn't you do both if you're in the Whiskerina group? What's up, Taxi Phil?
That's awesome.
Awesome. So here's a breakdown. I don't know if you want to talk through how to get entered into the comp.
So absolutely. So email us at beardedcentersnga@gmail. Just in the email, just to include, of course, your name, photo of yourself, what category you're doing, and a little small personal bio that we can maybe talk to on the show. Entry fee sent to PayPal to the same email address.
Right.
And we're thinking we're going to do cutoff probably about a week before the event to give the judges time to go over all the submissions. And actually on that, I was Tech is one of our judges, and we're going to be utilizing his judges scoring thing he's been working on that he tried for you guys at y'all's event. We're going to try to dust that off and try it again. Help our
Whisker
judges.
Pro or Whisker World Pro.
Yes. No, that's cool as hell. One of our brothers from Beard Mob, Indiana, is going to be one of the judges, which is super exciting. Obviously.
Who else you got judging?
Of course, we got your boy Cajun. He's going to be a judge.
Hell yeah.
Pack. And we've also got Miss Billy Turner representing Beard Mob, Tennessee.
Right on.
Yeah.
James Driver Tech from you guys. What are you, like, little small place, Indiana, something like that?
Yeah.
Somewhere like that.
I mean, I'm not a big racer kind of fella, but it is a racing capital of the world, I think,
Hey, don't feel bad. The best we got to claim down here is we're the chicken capital of the world, so.
Hey, everybody loves good chicken.
Damn Skippy. Yes.
Even chicken wing. No, we can't start this trend again.
No, let's not start that trend.
I've seen this
yes. Yeah, even chicken wing likes chicken, by God. So online, it's a great opportunity. I mean, jump in. What's the charity that you guys are pulling for?
The beneficiary for this is Timeless Hearts. They're an organization that they do it all. For heart families like we have with James with CHD, they've helped out with financial stresses, kids that need school supplies, home needs, food, just any rides to and from hospitals, money while they're in the hospital with their kiddos. They've done it all.
Right.
They've actually helped us in the past. They're a great organization, and we're super proud to have them as our beneficiary.
Man, having resources like that is so valuable. So valuable.
Absolutely.
It really is.
Absolutely. And so, obviously, the comp is going to be on Friday the 13th. Woo! Here on Bearded Family Network. And when did you say the cutoff time was? Are you going to shoot for like the 6th? Is that what you're saying? A week before?
A week before. So whatever that ends up being, I think it's about a week, just to give the judges time to have everything uploaded into the system And I was like, I just said this, like, we did this at Jackson's. If you find yourself late, you miss it, hey, just throw $10 at it anyway, guys. It's all for charity.
Yes, donations are always accepted.
Absolutely true. I mean, hell, that's just about the cost of trying to go through and order a chicken McNuggets and a whatever, a
Exactly.
McFlurry from McDonald's, for God's sakes. So, yeah, and that's a good point, Taxi. I would say it's probably needs to be a recent photo, preferably not something from a month, year, 2 years, whatever ago.
As recent as possible. Let's keep it fair to everybody. If you won something back in Nationals in 2015, you've had your glory for that.
Yep. Keep it legit. I mean, hell, snap a pic of yourself and make sure you're decent. You're not not just fresh out of the shower and rocking some kind of full body stuff, but you know what I mean. Keep it respect. Just take a damn picture and send it in. It's $10 supporting. It sounds like a pretty amazing and very worthwhile cause. Yeah.
Arts is fantastic. They're incredible folk.
That's awesome.
Outstanding.
Outstanding. Well, with that, we're going to have a couple of items we're going to put up for auction. I know a lot of people are used to raffles, but that's just one other step. We've got a couple good items that I'm having handmade. We're going to a lot of stuff from Jaeger Bomb Designs coming. He's actually done our trophies.
Nice.
Finished. We've got a Best in Show trophy that's a little bit different that we're going to have. It's going to be good. I hope everybody comes out.
I'm excited.
No, that's awesome. And I agree. Trying to do a raffle, doing online could be a challenge. I've joined a few, and the raffle can be a bit of a challenge, but I think just doing a live auction live at the show, that's smart move. I think it keeps things a little bit simpler.
And it just keeps it moving,
Yep.
100%. 100%.
Well, Kevin, I appreciate you coming on tonight and talking about this event. I know I'm looking forward to it. Going to be doing another freestyle maybe. I'm trying to learn on these online comps, so.
Absolutely.
And I'm not. I don't want to. We're not. We do this show non-club affiliated, even though it says Beard Mob Indiana captain and Beard Mob East president. But just to highlight, it looked like every category was sponsored by a Beard Mob region. So shout out to
South, man.
Look at that. Yeah. West Virginia, Indiana, Tennessee, New York, Ohio, Bearded Business. I wonder who that is. And then Louisiana. So it was super cool to see that list of who sponsored categories, and
everybody just came together, man.
Look at that, awesome. Right?
Super.
What we do.
I was hella proud of that.
That's badass. Yeah. So not yeah. And yeah. Anyway, Beard Mob, what's up? Way to step up, y'all. Way to step up. That's good shit.
Absolutely.
Sweet.
All right, Kevin, we'll let you get back to your work night, sir. We appreciate you coming on. And we'll get all this information we had on here tonight put on the Bearded Business page as well.
All right, thank you, guys. Y'all have a good night.
Yeah, you too, brother. Buddy. Be good. Thanks for joining. That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah. It's going to be a fun comp, man. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I want to do a freestyle, but I'm going to try to Halloween theme it. I'm not sure how, but I'm going to try.
I dig that. I dig that, man. I think you should. Yeah. Hell, I'd vote for you. If I was judging, I'd vote for you. Or even if I'm not, you know what would be cool? People's choice. I think it's a category or a not a category, but a judging element of like people's choice, where people can jump in and vote for theirs versus just the judges. I mean, I think that's a cool thing. So anyway,
Natalie, I was thinking she was saying that you could enter one realistic and pay your $10 fee and pay a $10 entry fee and do a creative, so you could do both.
Yep, correct. You could do two entries, one for realistic and one creative. I think that's correct. Yeah, good question. Great question, actually. So what do you say we hit this intro and pull on these other two pretty cool cats?
I'm super excited, man. Roll that intro. Let's get to these guests.
Let's do it.
I didn't do it.
You do it. I'm keeping my hands off the buttons.
That wasn't me.
That's too funny. Never gets old. Bitch. I love it.
All
Right on.
So let's bring these two gentlemen in. We got Mr. Addison Lee Thompson.
Howdy.
Howdy, Donk. And we
Howdy,
got
howdy.
Mr. Jake Johnson. Mr.
What's
State
going on?
Farm.
Jake from State Farm and Addison Thompson, man. Happy Monday evening, gentlemen.
Happy Monday.
Yeah, happy Monday. Is it Monday? Yeah, it's probably Monday.
Yeah. You,
Monday.
Monday, fun day, all day. Hell yeah. Now, appreciate you guys popping on. We had some challenges and last minute, and noticing you guys are doing some good shit. So I appreciate the last minute nature, you guys being able to pop on and talk about kind of what you got in the works. So appreciate you.
before we get started, Stash, I got one thing. You
Yes,
said
sir.
no full body shots. I can't get my full beard in a non-full body shot.
I knew that was coming.
So where do we stand on that? What's your ruling on that, non-judge?
No, that's absolutely fair. And where I was coming from was more of a, I just stepped out the shower and nobody needs to see your business in the picture.
You don't want to see tallywhackers. Got it.
Oh. God dang it. We're already getting kicked off the air, State Farm.
I'm telling you,
Jesus,
hey,
pull
beard
it in,
pics
bud.
is one thing, but we don't.
No, trust
Parental
me,
advisory. We don't need the nether regions in the image, I guess, right?
I mean, I don't blame you.
No, Honky Tonk's already stripping. He's ready.
I know, right? I don't know.
We'll be lucky
No.
if he's got pants on.
I'm telling you,
Easy.
Jake,
Which way am I looking? Easy.
Jake from State Farm. That's a good question, though, and I appreciate you calling me out on it for clarification.
Hey, I mean,
So, yeah.
it's valid. You know, some of us
Yeah.
out here, we got, you know. But
No,
I think
Yep.
A whole lot of beard to get in one picture.
it is a
Yeah,
whole lot of beard.
And honestly, I didn't think about it. Honestly, I mean, with that beard, you could probably go just whatever, straight out the shower, and nobody will see anything because it's so long, right?
See,
Oh,
Stash is
yeah.
already changing the rules. Good thing he ain't judging.
Yeah.
Oh, the best is when him and I are on the road together and I'm like standing by the merch table and like a pack of girls will walk up and I'm like, okay, I'm getting ready to sign stuff. And then they immediately go to Jake and they're like, how long's your beard? And I'm just like, all right, fine. Guess you're not buying a t-shirt. Damn.
Hey, but they always end up buying a t-shirt.
No, they don't.
I'm
They
the best
just wanna
I'm the
touch your
best
beard.
merch slinger you got.
There you go. It's about advertisement, right? You got to
Right?
bring them. You got to reel them in. You got to
Exactly.
reel them in
You
somehow,
start
right?
sticking your sticker or business card all in his beard, so when they touch it, they get one of your cards.
Oh no,
There you go.
no one gets to touch it. No, one gets to touch it.
No, I will say that he
that
has
is
had
sacred
many a
territory.
monetary offer on can I touch your beard, joking aside, and it is a no-go.
It is a no-go.
Yeah,
That's
don't
great.
touch that. That's like a T-shirt right there. Just don't touch my beard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I need to get a hat because if it was on a shirt, you couldn't see it.
I would say you'd have to
Was
put it on the back.
Well, I mean, it'd be like you had to put it on the side or the shoulder.
yeah, like
or-
just
you
right
know what I
here.
mean?
Just-
Offset,
you
offset.
can't.
Yeah, yeah.
Was
No,
it-
you can't.
Was it Vegas that you got offered like $200?
Yes.
Yeah, it was a funny. I was like, dude, take the money, we need it, and he's like, no. Okay, fair enough.
Got beard morals.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Beard.
Those-
Hey,
yeah,
you
those
gotta
damn
draw the
morals.
line somewhere.
Those damn
Yeah.
morals.
No, yeah. There's nothing wrong with having that beard morals. You got to have it. Yeah, I
You
don't
said-
know. I haven't had people come out and say, "Hey, can I touch your stash?" But I'd probably be a little leery about anybody touching my stuff.
Yeah.
Got some nose boogies in it.
Mm-hmm. So anyway,
fellas,
that took
I
a
mean,
left
yeah.
turn.
Our show always takes a left turn. Don't worry about it. Always.
It happens. It happens. So I mean, I guess to jump in, once you guys just tell us who you are. It's
Thanks, Natalie.
oh,
Thank you
busted.
very much, Natalie. Oh,
Busted.
you know, the gig's up.
Yeah,
I guess I
mean,
can
hey,
stop sewing extensions into it now. That's
Yeah,
good.
just
Yeah,
pull that off
you're-
real quick for us.
you can go
Yeah.
extension free from here on out, bro.
I wish.
So, I mean, why don't you both tell us a little bit about who you are and I don't know what got you into the bearding community, and we can kind of go from there and why we're talking with y'all tonight, if that's cool.
Go ahead, Adam.
And
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're both really good friends. Jake's actually my tour manager, but on top of that, we are like brothers. And the way we met is I'm the former captain of Beard Bob, Montana, from the old Rocky Mountain chapter or region, I guess. And
Right on.
when I was still living up there, would run the sound for Beards on the Rocks, old Sean Glander, Big Sexy. Shout out to him.
Sexy.
And whatever year I was doing it, this
21.
Boyd walked in and ended up kind of without asking nor being asked if he wanted to, becoming my right hand during the whole damn show. And we just got to be buddies from then. And he joined the old Beard Mob, and we've just stayed really good friends since. I'll let you give your side to it. I'm sure you've got a different version. But...
No, I mean, how we met. Yeah, that's pretty much it. No, I joined the Bearded Sinners of Central Washington in 2017.
Okay.
And just kind of, I wanted to graduate to something bigger. I wanted to reach out to more people. I wanted to do more things, and Beard Mob was the way to do it. So, I got a hold of Sean, and I mean, I became captain of Beard Mob Washington, and then I've competed all over. I've done all sorts of things for charities, not just competitions. So it's really the spirit of the community that drives me, the helping of people, not just in a monetary way. We did work days. When I was a center, we did 3 or 4 work days where we just went to elderly people's homes and cleaned up their yards and hauled away garbage and pulled bushes out and just whatever we had to do. So
That's good stuff.
but yeah. As far as becoming Addison's tour manager, so yes, I did help him with that show, because one of the things we did to raise money is that we used to do was we used to do sound for events around town, and places would pay us, and that's how the centers raised a lot of our money for our Thanksgiving stuff and our Christmas stuff. So we didn't have to do an event to helps. So I knew a little bit about sound, and Addison is storming around, the Rock, pissed off because stuff's not working right. And I grabbed the laptop and hit a couple keys because I'm an IT guy, and I fix it. And then he asked me he goes, "Do you know anything about sound?" And I said, "Yeah, I know a little bit." And he asked for an XLR cable, and I grabbed him the right one. And that night I did help him out a lot. And then a couple days later he calls me and says, "Hey, do you want to be my tour manager?" I have no idea what the hell that is. I don't know what a tour manager does.
What that guy did?
So yeah, right. So I asked him. I was like, "Well, what all does that entail?" And the piece that he failed to mention, like he sold everything. The piece that he failed to mention was that I would be an adult babysitter.
Yeah, basically.
So,
you never tell them the main part of the job.
No,
you never tell them.
So in the task,
but that literally comes with like the whole manager level period. It doesn't matter the industry or the occupation. That's like manager, your adult daycare. Yep.
Yeah, that's true, because I'm a manager right now, and it's big time daycare. But yeah, no, but honestly, the band doesn't need that much babysitting. We haven't had too many problems, so
no, it's actually been a pretty mellow couple of years, which is weirdly terrifying to me. I'm just waiting for something to pop off at this point where I'm like, oh crap.
Right. We're gonna get that random. Well, I guess it'll be a bass player.
Probably
our drummer.
Yeah, we got a drummer.
Our drummer and our guitar player are pretty locked in right now. So
and our steel player, he's easy.
Well,
so it's whoever fills this new bass spot.
I mean, he's easy because he doesn't go anywhere.
Speak for yourself. You weren't in Pocatello, fool. He was roaming around the house like a free-range chicken.
Well, that's your guys' fault. You didn't map the house for him. So
no, we did, but we caught him like in the kitchen, and we're like, "Where are you?" And he's like, "I'm trying to go to the bathroom." And we're like, "Wrong room, dude." Our steel player is blind, by the way.
Okay. That's good to know.
I had put some context clues together and was
Chicken Wing, we'll call you.
See,
No, we won't.
What's the phrase? Don't call us, we'll call you.
Don't call
Yep.
us. What?
Don't
See,
call
but
us. We'll call you.
you know,
Yep. Go ahead and send in your demo, your tambourine demo, and they'll give it a listen. And
No,
yeah, they'll call
don't
you.
even do that.
No,
we'll call you if
we'll call
we
you.
ever find the need for a tambourine.
When we're
Chicken
looking
Wings
for a
will be the
Yoko
first one.
Ono, we will give you a call.
So yeah, that's how we. Yeah, we'll call your people, Chicken Wing. Don't worry.
Our people will get with your people, do lunch, and yeah.
Yeah, we'll just have our people call your people. It'll all be worked out. No worries.
Mhm.
Right.
So I mean,
speaking of-
kind of on that, there's speaking of kind of like the whole, tour manager and all that, we got this coming up. Might as well hit that first before we dive into some other stuff.
Yep, Duke's Indy, November 11th, our triumphant return. That was actually my first venue I ever sold out was Duke's Indy.
Right on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is the second Indianapolis show I've tried to hit, and something always happens.
Yeah, we've had some, just like, and I don't mean this in a cynical way, just like bad luck. So it's one of those we got with Dukes, and we're like, come hell or high water, this show is happening. And that venue, there's a lot of history there. Like I said, it was my first sellout. That's where I met my wife.
Oh, nice.
We love Duke's Indy, and we love our Indiana crowd. So we're excited to come back.
Well, I don't want to speak for all of us, but we're pretty good people here in the Hoosier State. Just saying.
Yeah, I'm married a Hoosier, and y'all are until that temper pops out, but y'all are.
That's hilarious.
So we got the concert coming up, but you guys are also, I've seen some news drop here in the last day or so that you got another adventure you guys are embarking upon.
You must be good buddies. Yeah,
Wanna
I
tell
mean,
us
you
about
must be
that?
good buddies, not just from an occupational standpoint, but delving into a podcast. Hell yeah.
We are. You want to take this one, Jake?
Sure.
Start it off, I guess.
It all started with a random Addison thought. He again called me, and he's like, hear me out. I have an idea. And I know of him that whenever he says that, he hasn't put a lot of thought into this. It's a very the thought happened, he caught it, and it's coming out his mouth. He said, what do you think about a podcast? And I'd been kicking around the idea of, getting my podcast going again. But I just, I didn't want to do it alone. And I was like, all right, what do you think? And he laid out this, and at that point I knew he had gone down a rabbit hole in his own brain, because he laid out a plan 1.5 miles long, and it sounded good to me. So I was like, yeah, let's do it. So we started, acquiring equipment and talking about ideas and guests. And I mean, we got our first couple guests are going to be pretty awesome. I'm not going to lie.
That ain't no joke.
They're guys that will bring they'll shed a lot of light into the subjects that we're going to talk to them about. Very, very well versed in their areas of expertise. So
I think we could pretty much announce them at this point.
No,
they're locked in.
It's called a cliffhanger.
Cliffhanger. Okay, we'll leave it at that.
I mean,
Yeah,
hey,
We call it breaking
a
news.
little breaking
Yeah.
news is all good.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
No, yeah. I see where you're going with that.
We'll hold on to that.
Fair enough.
So,
But I do want, if I can interject, I do want to
Sure.
say that I can appreciate a couple comments that you mentioned about. I'd never seen really a podcast, hardly, or let alone been on one, and this fine redhead chop feller next to me was like, "Hey, let's do a podcast." And I'm like, "Fuck it, let's do it."
Hey, Stan,
Why not? You know what I mean?
If you don't jump in.
Exactly. So I can appreciate that comment. Sorry to interrupt.
No, you're good.
No, you're good, dude.
We're gonna do ours a little bit different. We're gonna pre-record video and audio. We're gonna put it out on YouTube, put it out on Facebook. I'm in the process of building all of the pages right now. Now that we do have a logo, thank you, Johnny Rodriguez, Bizarre
Johnny's the
Design.
man.
Yep. Shout out, Johnny.
You
Yeah.
know,
Johnny.
Way to go,
he
Bizarre.
he took, you know, pretty minimal direction and zero critique. He sent me a couple. He was like, "Hey, here's the line work and the layout," and I was like, "That looks amazing." Then he sent me the color picture, and we didn't change anything on it. So he, you know, he nailed it. He usually does though. Like
Yes.
he's pretty spot on.
You
You
done
know
our
what,
bearded business logo too.
Yeah.
Yep.
dude? When it comes to like his attention to detail, this is what like blew me away, and it doesn't seem like much to maybe anybody out there, but like I always wear my 2 necklaces, and look right there, you can see I've got my 2 necklaces. Like he caught that. That was so cool to me.
And you can see my nose ring, like, and it's
Oh,
on the
shit, yeah, you
it's on
can.
the proper side. Like,
Yeah,
it's, you know, it's he pays attention and uses references, and
Yeah.
no, it's awesome. But we're gonna, you know, we'll put it out there, and then we'll put out the audio on you know, on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, and you know, all those fun places too. So, but Addison, you want to tell them what the show is going to be about?
yeah, man.
Yes.
So it's covering a myriad of things. Obviously, we're going to cover some music industry stuff, but we didn't want to make it a solely music-based podcast. Obviously, we met through the bearding community, so obviously we're going to cover that. We both have a love of barbecue. Jake has been learning under me and getting better and better as the months have gone by. I need an excavator for this hole.
Big one.
No, actually, we are doing a monthly, or is it bi-monthly? Monthly or bi-monthly?
That'll be monthly. We'll
Monthly.
both do,
We're doing a monthly cooking competition between him and I that folks can vote on once we get this going.
Yes.
Can I play?
sure.
What's that? Yeah, sure. Why
Can I
not?
play?
Yeah,
So,
I'm down.
But we'll be covering barbecue and cooking. Jake is a big sports guy. I'm a big outdoorsman as far as hunting and fishing and that sort of thing. There is talk. We are not confirming anything, but you know, be kind of cool if we went to Alaska. I don't know about you, bud.
I mean, I like Alaska.
Yeah, so we got some cool things going on as far as that. It's going to be kind of realistically a combination of all the stuff that him and I already BS about on a daily basis, as well as trying to provide interesting guests that we can really. I feel like you get a lot of these interviews online where it's like, where are you from? How'd you get your start? We want to bring guests that we can have a conversation with them and, you know, give folks the quick cliff notes. This is what they do. This is where they're from. But now you tell us what's going on and just pick their brain on it, man, you know, over a drink or something like that.
No, I appreciate that.
So it's going to be a real loose podcast in some extent, but at the same time, we definitely have an idea of what we're setting out to do as well.
I love that. I love the menagerie, right? It's not necessarily one avenue or what have you, right? It's a combination of topics and themes and whatnot. And I think that certainly helps be able to, from a content perspective, to, you know, it's not all the way. Yeah, absolutely. I agree, Taxi.
Yeah.
It sounds fantastic. So I think being able to change course or what have you, right? You're not just one avenue of blah blah blah,
Yeah,
and being able to have a conversation and dig in about it. So
we had a list of guest questions we created before the show started. I don't think we've ever made it past like question 3 with any guest because we sidebar so fast.
Right.
It's like we're here today to talk about the alphabet.
Mm-hmm.
5 minutes later, it's all numbers.
Yeah.
No, you're absolutely correct. Yeah, when we first started, it was like, you know what? I can get a little OCD with bullet points and blah blah blah. Here's how my brain thinks. Yeah, it was about episode 2. And it's like I'm not even looking at that thing anymore. It's like let the conversation lead where it's going to lead.
Mm-hmm.
So, no, I dig that. I love the variety of topics you were talking about. No, that's cool.
Well,
cool.
and I feel like, kind of in the way that, you and Red interact with me and Jake. I mean, it's called Unlikely Brothers for a reason, in the sense that even though we're not literally related, we really do have a brother relationship. And, I mean, so that being said, our conversations, even though we're like, oh yeah, we're only going to record for 45 minutes tonight, we end up running over and we're like, oh crap, we're gonna have to edit out so much of this shit or just put a longer podcast out, one of the two.
Yeah.
So I mean, on that front, if I can, I was going to ask a question. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, go.
Yeah.
So what made you think about going like pre-recorded versus doing live? Because I know we've talked about like when we can't be. So we took Labor Day off, and it was freaking, man. I tell you what, it was nice to have a day off to a certain extent. Missed it, but we talked about doing a pre-record. It was like, you know what? One of the things we enjoy is a live interaction with comments coming through, and being able to say, hey, what's up? Good to see you joining, and that kind of stuff. What made you decide to do pre-recorded versus trying to do it live?
Our schedules.
Yeah.
We never know, from week to week, what night we can do it, and we wouldn't be able to set, like you guys are Monday nights, Talking Beards is Tuesday nights, like we wouldn't be able to set a certain night of the week, because of shows for him or, stuff in my life. Like it wasn't feasible to try to build that, that following that way. So we're going to have to do it, kind of the old fashioned way now.
Yeah.
And then, we will go live and have, conversations, and, we'll do some behind the scenes stuff when he's performing. I may go live on, on the page and talk to people that way while he's, up playing the show, while I'm supposed to be watching the merch booth or making sure, making sure drunk chicks don't walk up on stage. But
about that shit.
Yeah. So I mean that actually did happen. They didn't go up there unescorted, but the guy that took them up there did not have
throw him under the bus. It was the sound guy.
Oh no. I am. So the guy that took them up there did not have permission from me, who I'm the tour manager, and once we get on site, that stage is mine. That is my stage. It no longer belongs to the bar. It is my stage. I control who goes on that stage because that's my band.
Yep.
He didn't come talk to me. He didn't clear it through the venue security. So he has these two girls, and he walks them, and I see him walking them up out of the corner of my eye, and then they, bolt across the stage, and I'm like, I'm 50 yards away.
No, you were even further away at that night because they had us move the merch booth that night.
Yeah.
Remember?
So, that's right. We moved back further.
So you were more like 200 yards away. You were.
No, I wasn't 200.
Okay. Well, we'll agree to disagree. From the stage, you looked like you were a mile away.
You might as well have been in another state at that point, right?
I mean,
especially when you got two drunk chicks leaning on you and you're trying to play and sing.
So, I'm with the security that was standing right there at the ramp to get on stage. He didn't do anything. I looked at all of the other security guards. No one's doing anything. And I'm like, well, this is not okay. No one talked to me. So I go storming up there. I mean, I was a bouncer for 5 years. I know how to, talk to people, and, get them to move if they don't want to. I get up there and they're terrified, absolutely horrified, mortified, terrified. These women are scared. And, I get them off the stage, and she was like, he said it was okay. And I was like, who? And they pointed to the sound guy. Oh, I lost it. The head of security for the venue lost it on the sound guy. The promoter lost, and when I say lost it, I mean
that's an understatement. He blew a gasket.
Yeah. So, needless to say, I don't think that sound guy is going to be taking any more girls up on stage, even if he has permission.
And from my perspective, all that I know that happened was we were like midway through a song. All of a sudden, there's an arm on me, and I'm like, who's not playing their instrument? And I turn and it's some drunk chick, and then her friend's arms around her, and I'm like, uh-oh. And then I see this gorilla running at the stage, and I'm like, oh boy, here we go. He was really cool about bringing him off. And then I see him, the promoter, and the security guy, all of which are not small people, just in this sound guy's face doing this number. And I'm like, oh my God, what the hell is happening right
We're
now?
not going to have sound in a minute.
Yeah. We need to take a time out so I can go listen to this conversation.
Right.
That's taking place.
We got to take a break.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm sure you get plenty of timeouts like during a live performance. Say, hey, oh,
There's
time out.
definitely
Just a
times you
second.
want to
Yep.
do it.
Yeah.
Well, I guarantee there's times you want to do it and be like, well, just give me 5.
I really think the only thing at this point that we'll stop a show for is like if a fight breaks out. I think other than that, we pretty much roll with it. We do this enough times a year, and I've been doing it long enough, and Jake's been working with me long enough. We don't really stop for anything other than, I'd say, a fight or somebody being in actual physical danger for some reason,
Yeah.
which never happens.
No, I can't remember a time when someone's been in physical danger. There's been a few. That was cute. You guys just drank in sync. That was awesome.
I know, right? We need to start doing that.
We need to start working on that. But
I get in sync.
I'm telling you, man, get a podcast rolling. You'd be surprised what kind of shit will happen.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, we haven't had too many issues where where it's fights or people being in physical danger. So we've definitely lucked out on that. Knock on wood.
So far, yeah. Our crowds are usually pretty lucky, mellow folks. We don't attract a lot of heathenry, even though we bill ourselves that way.
Yeah. Which, based on the style of music, we should. But
we really should.
No.
But everyone's pretty mellow. We get a lot of good timing folks at our shows.
I mean, my son is a heavy concert goer for some like hard metal kind of related stuff, and he's not a big dude. My son, I'm not tall. I am a short SOB. You know what I mean? My driver's license says like 5'10", but I was bullshitting when I filled that out. You know what I mean? and he's shorter than me. You know what I mean? Maybe he weighs $120, $130. And he's like front of pit, and in all kinds of stuff. And I know, even with some of the crowds that he's in, it's like it's physical violence. He's been a part of some shows that have stopped because of like, oh, timeout. What the hell is going on down here, right? And those kind of emergency situations. So I can appreciate that, right?
Yep.
The show must go on, but hey,
let's everybody when everybody's just having a good time.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think Jake and I are both big metalhead guys, and I mean that community is very much so. Like, even though the genre is very like letting out your anger and frustration based, those are some of the most fun shows to go to because it's like, oh, there's a bunch of other people here just like me.
Yeah.
And it's kind of a big family deal.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
When you're in the pit and you knock someone down or someone falls down, I mean, your first instinct is to pick them up. It's not, exactly. you don't stomp on them. You don't. Yeah. Is it angry music? Absolutely. Yeah. But you're getting your anger and your everything out. Hitting other people that are doing the same thing, but you're not punching. You're maybe throwing some elbows, but it's but it's not, you're not sitting there throwing haymakers at each other. So there's definitely a rule, when it comes to the pit at those shows. Anyway.
No, I agree. There's humanity involved in every aspect. What we might perceive on the outside is totally different than what the actual is, based on what we don't know or maybe not appreciate. So I dig it.
Yeah.
Well, gentlemen, I appreciate you both coming on tonight and not only talking about the podcast, but talking about the band a little bit. I know a lot of our viewers are in Indiana, so definitely try to make it up to Duke's.
Yeah, man. Duke's Indy. Get those tickets before the show. They're going to be cheaper if you get them online, folks.
Right, and he sold this venue out before, so
yeah,
get them on.
We love Naptown, man.
Yeah, and so just for clarity, where are you out of, Addison?
Right now, I'm out of Canyon Lake, Texas. The fun
Awesome.
part, no matter what the Beard Mob North Texas community tells you, I'm not in the concrete jungle.
They're all hanging out in DFW.
Yeah, they're all in. Yeah, love you guys. Don't revoke my membership.
That's hilarious. And Jake from State Farm, where are you out of, bro?
Washington State, born and raised.
Right on.
Yeah,
I've never been to Washington State. It's on my bucket list.
Hey, you got to come over, but don't just visit Seattle and think you saw Washington, because there's a whole lot more to Washington than just Seattle. So,
hey, Beards on the Rocks is my bucket list comp, and I will make it out there as soon as I learn how to use airports.
Dude, it's a badass one. You need to come out, dude. Come out this coming year. I'll make a point to try to come out.
Yeah, I've been trying. I put a lot of miles on lately, driving places.
439.
Apparently,
yes,
Siri
Natalie,
likes
Walla
it.
Walla.
No, I would agree, man. If I'm coming to Washington, I'm giving you a shout to figure out where some good local spots to hit up for sure.
Come on, I'll show you. Do you like? But let me ask you this: do you like wine?
Well, I'm a beer guy. I'm kind of a
Okay.
beer.
Hey, we got beer too. We got great breweries, so I can share you some of those.
I learned some lessons as a young feller, and I know to stick to my cold beer. I know I can.
I get that. I get where you're coming. And Taxi Phil, I wish it wasn't. Every day of my life, I wish it wasn't.
Hey, but it's close to Ballard, and Ballard is cool.
Ballard is cool. Yes. The Ballard is.
I got to get to the West Coast. It's definitely got to happen soon.
Yeah, we got to check that. I'm thinking road trip maybe. When's the next Beard on the Rocks?
It's the weekend before our comp, man.
We got to figure it out. We'll figure it out.
Yeah,
it's okay. We'll figure that shit out.
Get one of them big steel birds.
Yeah,
there we go.
It's called an airplane.
Yep.
Yeah. If I could figure out how I could get him to pick me up, like on the taxiway or something, so I don't have to go through that People Palooza thing they have going inside.
No, it's a shit show when you fly either way, man.
I mean, Spokane, the Spokane airport isn't too bad. So once you got here and once you were leaving, it wouldn't be too bad.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and we're moving it to June.
Oh,
I don't know that I don't know that a date has been set, but it is getting moved to June.
Oh,
so it will no longer coincide with the weekend before your comp.
Well, that'd be
Thanks for the
highly
reminder,
interesting if the Unlikely Brothers podcast went to Alaska and then came back to Beards on the Rocks.
I mean,
Honky Tonk's getting your ass to Alaska. I can already tell.
Spokane has an airport, so we could fly straight from Anchorage to Spokane.
We could.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. It sounds like a plan's in the works.
I mean, I don't know if Taxi Phil is telling us to get a private jet or if he's offering his. If he's offering his, bring it.
If you're offering yours, Addison Lee Thompson and the Honky Tonk Heathens, hottest band in country music, according to me.
Yeah, and I'll pay for a seat from my perspective. I know those things aren't cheap, but I'm down for a private jet.
I'll chip on airplane fuel.
I'll chip in
on some gas
money.
Hell, I'll do it for free, and I'll wear a mini skirt and be a stewardess or a flight attendant or whatever. Right? Maybe a kilt. I want to keep it respectful. I don't want to be like,
You got to have the hosiery and the flats with it, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to be like that misogynistic a-hole. You know what I'm saying? But
all right, Stash. It looks like me, you, and Taxi Phil, Sandy, and Miss Meg, we're all chartering a jet.
Dude, there we go.
I'm down. I don't know what that shit costs, but that'd be cool as hell. Yeah, I could sit and listen. I could sit and listen to Taxi talk shit about how I don't have a real mustache for 7 hours flight out that way. That'd be cool.
It'd only be from there. It'd only be about 5-hour flight.
Yeah,
I'm just imagining me, Ron, and Harry in the chop category, and I don't care who wins as long as I win my rematch with Harry. Because that is like what now? 2 years, 3 years.
I don't care who wins either, as long as I get a copy of that picture.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes. That'd be a spectacular. No, but seriously, I appreciate you fellas so much for popping on, talking about your new podcast.
Yeah, no
Check
problem.
them
Thank you
out.
for having us.
Stay tuned on the interwebs and social medias for this thing. When are you anticipating the first episode dropping?
We're looking right around the first part of October.
Yep.
Sweet.
We're gonna build up some material and get all the necessary bells and whistles going, and then we'll start dropping
yeah.
episodes every week. And then, like you said, we're gonna do the monthly cooking show. He's gonna do one a couple weeks later. I'm gonna put one out. So
And then y'all can vote on it. We're working on how to do that. But
I love that. I love that idea. Yeah.
and then
Did you guys get the equipment to do smell-o-vision?
I looked into it, and I would need private jet money. So
yeah,
no.
That's a whole different level. It's not
It's
money.
you know,
it's private
I mean,
jet
Ron,
money, right?
we're here. We're just starting. Get me to Joe Rogan level, and then we'll work on it.
dude, he lives in Austin.
I know.
Yeah, like
Go
I just
borrow
need to
some
start-
money.
I know. I need to start perusing bars, being like, "Yo, Rogan, come here."
You
Check
would
this
not
out.
catch him in the bars. Go to the weed
Sponsor
stores.
it. Yeah, maybe he'd sponsor it. I don't know.
This is Texas. We don't have weed stores. They
He
they
gets
stole-
it from somewhere. Find
Yeah.
where he gets it. Just saying.
Yes, sir. I
Follow
understand
the
my
Jolly
mission.
Green Trail.
Yep.
Awesome. Now, I appreciate you guys taking time out of your Monday, especially the last minute to pop on. Enjoy
Hey,
the
not a
conversation.
problem, man. Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe
thanks.
we need to have another episode and we'll just talk strictly about music and that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? I don't know, but
We can do
no, I
that.
appreciate you guys on. Great conversation.
Yes.
Thanks
Yeah, thank
thanks
you so
again for
much.
having us.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. You gentlemen have a great night. I love
You
both
as
you
well.
brothers.
Yes. Be good. Good stuff.
Awesome.
Good
Do
stuff,
good
man.
shit.
No, doing good shit, man. Talk about a
You
couple
fun.
dudes doing good shit. That's what we're all about, right?
UConn's working on a fundraiser for a mob jet.
Yes, we need a mob jet, and it's gonna have to have it. It's not like a, you know what I mean, a 10-passenger Yukon. Just so as you're looking and you're perusing the whatever the trader magazines, I don't think they sell jets.
Airplane
Do they?
trader?
They got trucks and pickups, and get the free traders. We need a private jet for plenty of people.
Yes, absolutely.
Good stuff, man. Real
Good
quick,
show, man.
let's-
I would definitely have them on again. That good conversation. Great.
Yeah.
couple guys.
real quick, I think we should give a plug for a couple things that are popping up real quick. We got Casey Niemeyer doing a shave for prostate take 2, right? We had him on last week. Gonna shave some facial hair off at Tri-County Beards for Bands, Mustaches for Music. Coming up real soon. And I think there's a couple challenges on the line. People willing to drop it before the end of the month. Yeah, go ahead.
I talked to Casey right before the show. His cash donations and the PayPal donations were at $330.
Let's go, people.
So like
Let's go.
$170 more. We get to see Jacob McGee go chops and join the ranks of the elite.
Yep. So $170. It's all that's left to get that first milestone. And it's a good cause. I mean, holy hell. We've talked about this. I know, jet broker. Hell yeah. PayPal is at the bottom. PayPal at Shave for Prostate. Hit it up. It's Men's Health. I mean, I know there's plenty of men watching and several ladies watching.
Yep.
It's an important cause. So check it out. Hit that up. Next, I'd like to give
4 days to raise $170, guys.
It's not that hard. 4 days.
Let's make him put his money where his mouth is. Let's make him good chops and raise some money for a great cause at the same time. $170, 4 days. Next Monday's show, I want to be giving him a hard time about watching him shave.
I'm telling you, if everybody watching would send $10, as I'm looking at the viewership right now, everybody send $10, we'd be there.
Okay. So right at the bottom there, PayPal at Shave for Prostate. Send a donation over. If you would like something for your donation, I know we have Sash has koozies and air fresheners. There might be a patch or two still floating around, so you can contact either of us about that if you'd like some merchandise
Absolutely.
to support Schaefer Prostate.
More
And I
time.
tell you what, brother, it's feeling like an awful Dundee Monday.
It is, but I want to give one last plug.
One more.
Just because taxi's on. Big Whisker coming
Oh,
up soon. First weekend in October. Newport, Kentucky. It's going to be a badass time. I can't wait. I wasn't able to make it last year, my first opportunity in the bearding community, but I sure as hell am not missing it this year. So
this will be my 4th year, I believe.
right on. Right on. Good on you.
Always a great time. Always a great time.
So I'm super, super excited about that. See you, Miss Miranda. Thanks for joining. Yeah, good times, man. Outside of that, I think we can call
Huge amount of raffle tables. If you're a raffle person,
holy
that's the
shit,
place.
60 baskets, and not to mention the tubs of fun. Yeah, and if you don't know, there's all kinds of 50-50s and tubs of liquor and raffle baskets. Yeah,
It's gonna be a good
I
time.
can't wait. I'm excited. We're zeroing in on an Airbnb and we're going to be there. So
Yep, hanging out with our peoples and going to see Big Whisker Revival. So
yes,
good call. Good call. Good call.
yep, couldn't help it, man. I love you, bro. I love everybody
Love you,
watching.
bro.
I know
Love
we're
you
running a
all.
little late. Good stuff.
Hey.
Hope everybody
Do good shit.
do good shit. Have a great week. Take care of yourself. Take care of everybody else. Do good shit, and we'll see you back here next week.
On another Fun Day Monday.
Fun Day Monday. Appreciate y'all. Love you, bro.
Love y'all.
See